Film used to be how we saw the world. Now we can see it through Filmbox.
The grain, the scratches, the halation, the feeling of putting film into a new camera and eventually getting that developed, that was the way we saw the world of the past. In today's digital age, we have this new thought process that fast sensors and ultra clean shots are the new for us. That's all we see. Every time you see a new camera comes out, there's a 6K, there's a 4K, there's this can do 120 per second. Every different thing is how clean we can get. But I think the new thing that is starting in today's world is the adaptation to creating something that looks like film. You see this repeated process in TikTok, YouTube, and all the short films that you've probably seen, or even the short films that you are yet to be seen. Everybody is trying to recreate that look of film, that look of 60 millimeter, the look of 35 millimeter. Everybody's trying to recreate that look in today's age. And today I'm going to show you the most authentic way to bring back that film look. And that way is Filmbox. I'm Arrick. I'm a filmmaker, I'm a photographer, and throughout my entire career of being one, I've always tried to emulate the style of the older pictures. For example, I love movies myself. My favorite movie of all time is Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee. In that film, you see some of the most beautiful choices of color, which was original due to its color output, which was 35 millimeter. Recently, in the release of Sing Sing by starred by Colin Domingo, you see 16 millimeter film, which is so beautiful, and the highlights, the grain, the halation, the look of it seems so authentic, which brings the story in as well. Additionally, growing up, the movie by Jonah Hill, Mid90s, was so authentically beautiful to me growing up. It's like I always wanted to recreate that style, but the problem we have now in today's age with filmmakers is not everyone can buy a camera, not everyone can buy the film, and not everybody can develop that. Each of those films that I just discussed have all the same raw energy that cannot be processed without film until this product, Filmbox. So Filmbox was released in 2021. It's really focused on filmmakers, cinematographers, colorists. They're obsessed, or anyone that's obsessed with creating or mimicking that film look. So I know you've been sold on it before. You've been sold on the power grades, you've been sold on the presets, you've been sold on the LUTs. But Filmbox just isn't that. It's an entire software that is added to your Davinci Resolve that really brings together the most authentic film look in today's age. Now, I wrote down some facts so I wouldn't forget. So really, it's designed as an extension of the camera. You know, I don't think when people buy power grades, buy LUTs, when they buy anything that's added to a camera, they think, oh, I can just put this on and that's it. Filmbox just is more than that. It's really an extension to your camera, and it works best when you integrate your coloring to the camera and to your workflow of creating. The power of Filmbox isn't just its technical accuracy, it makes you feel the film look. And suddenly the digital images don't look like film. I'm gonna show here now the difference between my raw footage upgraded to Rec 709 to the added footage on Filmbox. As you can see, it's the grain, it's the halation, it's the scratches, it's the gate and weave. There's an entire difference between these two images based on the look and the added of Filmbox. But for me, Filmbox isn't all about nostalgia. I understand everybody's trying to recapture the nostalgia of the older films we've all watched, or the older films that we look up to as filmmakers and directors and people that want to be in film. We all are looking back to nostalgia to see what we can bring to the world. But ultimately, this product isn't about that. It's about creating and bringing something that looks exactly like film. I've really used all the LUTs, the power grades, the softwares. I've used everything that you can know to man about, with film grading and color grading. I've used it almost all. And Filmbox is ultimately the most authentic way to gain a film look and texture, to mimic the color science of film, to mimic the print of film. It is the most authentic way to recapture. If you're not buying a 60mm camera and shooting in your lawn. Filmbox is one of the best tools you can use. Film may have been how we used to see the world, but use Filmbox how we see the world now. Huge shout out to the creators of Filmbox for letting me use this software. Being able to actually touch it with my hands, it is one of the best things I've ever used in my life. I'm not just saying that because they let me use it. That is honestly the best software to create a film look. Now, Filmbox right now is free for everybody to use for the limited light version. As for that version, there is some limitations, some stuff you do not get in the full version, but need I say, it is still one of the best on the market. You can also buy the full version of Filmbox for $999 for one time. Additionally, there is a yearly option. Also, there is a quarterly option. But don't just use Filmbox because I am a guy that's sitting in front of my front yard and telling you to use Filmbox. Use Filmbox because it works for you. Filmbox works for me because it is the most authentic. It shows the most depth and color. It's the one that really brains and catches my eye when it comes to emulating film and when it comes to really capturing what I want to bring with my film. Thank you guys for staying this long and checking out this video. I really appreciate it. Shout out to the good people at Filmbox for letting me use something that I've been wanting to use for my entire time creating. I know I've been a little bit on a hiatus here on YouTube. I haven't really showed my face and haven't really been doing a lot of talking heads with sharing content and sharing things that help people out. So I'm looking to do that a lot more. Just really can't wait to share more things with you guys, and like, subscribe for more. See you guys on the next one. Peace.